The Mother 3 Fan Translation. This is a free, unofficial translation made entirely by dedicated Mother/Earthbound fans. Please support this series by purchasing official merchandise, including the official translation if one is ever released. This is English version 1.1, made by the translation team at mother3.fabi.net. Welcome back to more Let's Play Mother 3. Last time, we finished Chapter 2, defeating the Oso snake, finding the hummingbird egg, and then, promptly being flushed out of the castle. After that, we awoke as Kumatora with Wes in tow and, learned that Duster was nowhere to be seen. Today, we're gonna start Chapter 3. Oh. Chapter 3, The Suspicious Peddler.
All right, monkey, listen up. If you don't do your job, then this girly monkey is as good as dead. Do what you're supposed to, and you'll get to have a nice, happy reunion later. Understand? Both you and this girly monkey could wind up dead if you're not careful.
Ooh. Oh.
Well, how do you like it? That lovely thing around your neck is no ordinary collar. It's so advanced that even if you ran to the ends of the desert, punishing you would still be a snap. Come to think of it, monkey, you don't have a name, do you? You're going to need one from here on out. I hope you can come up with something cute.
A monkey who will endure anything for his girlfriend. This is Salsa, and he'll be the protagonist of Chapter 3.
All right, stupid monkey, Salsa. I'll only say this once, so listen close. If you want to enjoy your little journey with me, just remember these two things. You and I are buddies. Don't you dare try to run away from me. Always behave and act nice and friendly. Got that? Good boy. The second thing to remember, never disobey my commands. If I say dance, you dance. If I say laugh, you laugh. It's that simple. Got it? Do what I say, and we'll both get through this without any hard feelings. Oh? What's that defiant look in your eyes? Dance! That's such a silly monkey dance that just watching it is embarrassing. Try a different dance. Good boy, laugh. Backflip. Good boy, good job. No doubt everyone will believe we're a performance duo now.
Oh. Hey.
Hey, you stupid monkey. You only get to cry when I tell you to. No crying on your own. It's punishment time.
Oh.
Hey, you, quit sleeping on the job. All right, listen. There's a white, round building west of here. We're going there.
You wound up being taken with Fassad. So, welcome to Chapter 3, which, starts in a very brutal fashion. We've, found ourselves in the company of this, not so nice person. And, well, something I glossed over there is when he said to dance, laugh, backflip, and do all sorts of other embarrassing tricks, you may have noticed he did some movements himself, pointing left or right, up or down. When he does that, those arrows will appear. All you need to do is press the corresponding direction, and you're good to go. It's nothing too hard, but, should you disobey, you'll get zapped. And, frankly, I don't want that for a poor friend Salsa.
Hey, I saw everything. Be strong. Endure it. I'm sure things will start to go your way someday. To help that day come, will you save your game now?
Absolutely. At least the frog has our back. I appreciate you, buddy. As you may notice, yet again, we are level 1.
Please be careful out there. Give my regards to the next frog you meet.
So yeah, Chapter 3 is somewhat brutal. You'd start with no items, except of course your key items, which is very nice. And, your stats are pitiful, to say the least. You have a whopping 6 offense, 2 defense, 3 IQ, and 8 speed. And a whole 34 HP. However, Salsa does come with a very unique ability, monkey tricks. He knows apologize, make laugh, dance, and monkey mimic. Apologize lets you apologize to an enemy to stop it in its tracks. I believe this inflicts immobilization? We'll definitely try it, but I believe that's what it does. Make laugh has you perform various tricks to stop an enemy somewhat. So a similar idea. And then we have dance, perform various dances for different results. Like it said, you don't really know what you're going to get. And then finally, monkey mimic, counter an enemy with its own attack. Frankly, this is what makes Salsa very unique. His strength isn't his own, it's borrowed from enemies. So, let's get to exploring the desert and encounter a new enemy. A dung beetle. Okay. So, let's try some monkey tricks. Let's, apologize? Salsa apologized profusely. Salsa's feelings didn't get through to the dung beetle. Ow. Now, with Fassad with us, he will sometimes assist us in battle. He's not, very useful, but he at least can help us early on. And for beating the dung beetle, we earn 2 experience points. But the enemy left a present. There was some dung. You know, I'm not horribly surprised. So the big thing with this chapter is that, frankly, Salsa is extremely weak. Duster was not the strongest, but he by no means was nearly this weak. A lot of Salsa's chapter is honestly spending time to get more powerful. Other than that, well, thanks to this, I was going to say friend, but, thanks to this, frankly, not so good person, it's going to be quite hard to, well, save our own dignity.
I am one some dung. I don't have any dung to roll, so I'm not a true dung beetle. I'm so sad. If you ever happen to come across some dung, please bring it to me. I'll always be here, so please bring me some.
Sure. There's cold, clean water here. Drink some, Sure. Salsa felt much better. This will heal you. So, if it's not clear, you have a healing point, a nice save frog to your right, and a beetle who wants some dung. So, let's go get him some, shall we? Ooh, hi, dung beetle. As you may have noticed, Salsa doesn't really do a lot of damage. Like I said, it's going to be slow going, but we find some beef jerky, which is great. That's a pretty big healing item for someone who's admittedly not all that powerful. So, a lot of today is going to be just getting Salsa experience and dung. But Salsa gains a level and is now level 2. HP went up by 5, offense went up by 1, defense went up by 1, IQ went up by 1, and speed went up by 2. And the enemy left a present. Wouldn't you know, it's more dung. Sure. So yeah, most of what we'll be doing is fighting dung beetles, exploring the surrounding area, and encountering new enemies. A sand lizard. Let's try apologizing. Salsa apologized profusely. Salsa's feelings didn't get through to the sand lizard. Ow. Fassad did a bum rush, and the sand lizard became tame. And we earned 10 experience. Salsa gains a level and is now level 3. HP went up by 5, offense went up by 1, defense went up by 1, IQ went up by 1, and speed went up by 2. And the enemy left behind some nut bread. Very useful. So yeah, in a lot of the fights we're going to be seeing, Fassad's going to largely be doing most of the heavy lifting, at least for now. So let's try making the dung beetle laugh. Salsa performed a backflip. The dung beetle is cheering, which Fassad doesn't seem to care. So, oh well. And the enemy left behind some dung. Very nice. Also a little item down here, which has some nut bread. Very useful. Now, I do feel a little bad for Salsa having to carry around dung and his food, but, well, it is what it is. So yeah, compared to Fassad, Salsa's rather weak. He's doing a whole 16 damage even with comboing, whereas Fassad is doing upwards of 60? So, let's try dancing. Salsa did a tiny little dance. Salsa's speed increased by 18. So, if you need to go quicker, dancing isn't a bad method. Let's try to mimic the sand lizard. Salsa's sizing up the enemy. Sand lizard attacks. Salsa attacks. And if you noticed, the attack that we did based on the sand lizard was more or less equivalent. Ooh, some nut bread. Very useful. And we have another present. A running bomb. Now, were I you, do your best to save as many of your consumables as you can. Trust me on this. You're going to want them for a little later. Also, hey, I want to roll dung. I don't even care what kind it is. Now I'm all upset and confused. Wait, you brought me some dung? And you're giving it to me for free? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, let's roll. Let's roll to the ends of the desert, yeah. Everyone in Salsa's party gained 5 experience points. Salsa's level went up. HP went up by 5, offense went up by 2, defense went up by 1, speed went up by 2. So yeah, for every point of dung you get, you can give it to the dung beetle. So yeah, otherwise the desert isn't all that dangerous. At least, not right yet. Now, there is actually a special interaction between the sand lizard and the dung beetles. Should they be in the same combat, I believe the sand lizard can eat the dung beetles and restore some HP. So keep that in mind. Ow. Luckily, Fassad seems to be actually pulling his weight. And he left behind some nut bread. Very useful. Normally, in most combats, Fassad generally tends to do a lot of nothing. Also, there's cold, clean water here, but it smells kind of dung-like. Drink some? Sure. Salsa felt much better. So there's the gimmick here. For every dung you give one some dung, the pool will become a little dirtier. And eventually it'll become so dirty you can't really use it anymore. So you can only farm for so long, at least so long as you're turning in the dung. I would recommend doing it. There's really no other downside, and honestly, you're not going to be here long enough for it to really matter if the pool becomes unusable. So, were I you, just get Salsa as much EXP as you can because the little guy needs it. Otherwise, just keep looking around now. Oh, hi, Sand Lizard. Ow! So there's something. Sometimes Fassad can throw a bomb, which does a lot of damage. So, if he does, hey, even better. That'll help your cause quite a bit. So, yeah, Fassad is pretty useful, even if he is, not the best person. So, yeah. While we are stuck with him, we'll at least use him to our advantage to get a little stronger. Let's see. Ooh, another new enemy. The Sahara. Interesting. Let's try mimicking him. Salsa's sizing up the enemy. The Sahara attacks and does 12 damage. Salsa counters with 13, and Fassad does a bum rush. So, yeah, not too bad. Ooh, and Salsa gains a level and is now level 5. HP went up by 5, offense went up by 1, defense went up by 1, IQ went up by 1, and speed went up by 2. Very nice. So yeah, the desert is pretty vast, and to be honest, there's not a whole lot of landmarks to go off of. So, if I were you, just try hugging the wall, really. That usually will get you through. Worst case, if you find yourself in the middle, it should be alright. Ooh! And the Sahara left behind an ancient banana. That's an interesting item. Let's take a look. The ancient banana causes an enemy to slip and fall, inflicting damage. So it's actually an in-battle use item that does damage. Also, in this present, we find some bug spray. Well, like you might anticipate, it's a fast-acting pesticide that damages insect enemies. You probably want to keep a hold of that and not waste it on dung beetles. Ooh. Here's something. Frogs in a desert? It's actually not as crazy as you might think. Some species of frogs, such as sand frogs, do exist in arid desert regions like Africa. During seasons with little to no precipitation, these frogs burrow into the ground to protect themselves from the harsh, dry climate. It's true! Some of the sand frogs are actually kind of adorable. So, let's help this little buddy out.
So dizzy. Help me, Ribbit.
And we encounter the Great Antlion, who admittedly is a, tough foe. It's also performed a backflip. The Great Antlion is cheering. So this is largely going to be Fassad's fight. The Antlion is still cheering. Woohoo! So yeah, we'll have Salsa keep, keeping him, occupied. Uh-oh. Ow! While Fassad beats him up. Usually that works, at least for now. And for beating the antlion, you receive a whopping 27 EXP. And he leaves behind a flea charm.
All that spitting and dizziness actually started to feel kind of nice after a while. Thanks for saving me when I needed help. Anyways, while we're at it, save your game?
Absolutely. Thanks, Mr. Save Frog. It pays to help others.
Please be careful out there. Give my regards to the next frog you meet.
So yeah, from helping the Save Frog, we receive the Flea Charm, which gives us +5 defense. Something that Salsa desperately needed, to be completely honest. He's a fine little monkey fella, but he's frail. And we find another present, a running bomb. Very useful. Lots of goodies for Salsa to help makes some of his earlier battles a lot easier and much more manageable. So, you know, that way, if there ever comes a time where we can't rely on Fassad, we'll, be more than up to snuff. Ooh, dung? Yeah, we don't care about that. We'll give up on it for now. Speaking of, let's go run back to the dung beetle. I'll be right back. Ooh, and along the way, Salsa gained a level and is now level 6. HP went up by 4, offense went up by 1, defense went up by 1, IQ went up by 1, and speed went up by 2.
I want to roll dung. I don't even care what kind it is. Now I'm all upset and confused. Wait, you brought me some dung? And you're giving it to me for free? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, let's roll. Let's roll to the ends of the desert. Yeah!
Everyone in Salsa's party gained 5 EXP. Very useful. But it smells kind of like dung water here. Still, we'll drink some. And Salsa will feel much better. So yeah, whenever you're feeling a little low, so long as you haven't given Juan some dung, enough dung, you can still run back and heal whenever you need. It's useful. And up here, we find a present that we missed and get a luxury banana.
Oh, that's a luxury banana. Hey, you stupid monkey. If you think you've earned that luxury banana, then you better think again. Give me that.
Oh. You gave up the luxury banana. Well, that's too bad. Anyways, you can slip on it. So, be a little careful. But yeah, Fassad is, not so inclined to share the luxury banana. So if you want, you could leave it there, but, ooh, there's a new attack. Makes you feel strange. Fassad switched on the Punisher. Or the Punishizer? Salsa felt normal again. So yeah, every time you get zapped, if you notice that's the same noise that it makes when, Fassad zaps you, the Salsa takes 1 damage. At least, you know, in battle. Outside, it doesn't actually do anything to him, at least as far as I know. So, I guess keep that in mind, that getting electrocuted is equivalent to 1 point of damage. And we find another present, some more beef jerky. Very useful. Otherwise, what's up this way? Some more enemies, and we fight a sand lizard and a dung beetle. So let's see if we can actually show off what happens when these two are together. The sand lizard ate the dung beetle. Yeah. He just eats the dung beetle. Didn't heal any HP, but he did eat them. So, yeah. Because we didn't actually beat the dung beetle ourselves, the sand lizard is the only thing that actually gave us experience for that fight, so keep that in mind. Now, something I've been alluding to is that dung beetles have another thing they can drop. They can occasionally drop golden dung. Golden dung gives you a lot of experience, but, well, it's rare. So, you know. Also, we find a whole bunch of dung here. Let's run back to want some dung and turn some of this in, huh? I'll be back.
I want to roll dung. I don't even care what kind it is. Oh, now I'm all upset and confused. Wait, you brought me some dung? And you're giving it to me for free? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, let's roll. Let's roll to the ends of the desert. Yeah.
And everyone in Salsa's party gains 5 EXP. So something I didn't really go over is every time you speak to him, it returns exactly 1 ball of dung for 5 EXP. So all the dung we have is actually worth a fair bit more than we thought. And while returning dung, Salsa leveled up. HP went up by 5, offense went up by 2, defense went up by 1, speed went up by 2. So pretty useful. Otherwise, I'm going to finish giving him dung. Alright, now that we're back, let's pick up the rest of this dung, huh? Got some dung. And we got some more dung. And of course, we got some dung. Very nice. I'm going to go return and give this back to Juan some dung. This is the legendary dung, which is said to be dung, but also not dung. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, let's roll. Let's roll to the ends of the desert. Yeah! Everyone in Salsa's party gained 50 experience points. Salsa's level went up. HP went up by 5, offense went up by 1, defense went up by 1, IQ went up by 1, and speed went up by 2. So yeah, one of the dungs that you actually pick up from that area is the legendary dung. So should you bring that to him, it gives you 500 or not 500. Boy, I wish it did. Gives you 50 experience, and even then, it may not be just that one. So we gain another 50 experience. I want to say that even though you give him dung, this is a rare, this is rare, quite rare, exquisitely aged dung. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, some of the dungs you get can be different quality. Some give you 5 EXP, some give you 10, some give you 50. Depending on what you get and what you give them, you'll get a whole variety of different things, namely just varying EXP. Still, we've managed to level up quite a bit. We went from level 1 to level 8, which is pretty darn good. Got the flea charm, and we've helped wand some dung out a fair bit. So, as remiss as I am to say it, because we didn't really do all that much other than help Salsa gain some experience, I think this is where we're going to call it. Welcome to Chapter 3, everybody. Buckle up, because it's a little longer than I feel it should have been, but oh well. Either way, thanks for watching. I've been Brad. See you next time, and have a good one.